Hi, it's Dawn. Today we're going to be talking about toddlers and eating habits, a very common concern for lots of parents with children around the age of 2 and 3. Lots of parents want to eat as a family and they want it to be enjoyable. Eating with a toddler can be a little bit frustrating sometimes because they do tend to mess around a little bit. So I just thought we'd talk a little bit about that, about some of the things that you could be doing that might be contributing towards that. So one of the things is definitely we live in a society now where we eat in our cars quite a lot. Not the best practice for children, but it is sometimes a little bit more convenient to do it that way. Do make sure that if you're eating on the go, especially with snacks and things like that, that you're not offering too much. Snacks too close to dinner time are going to squash the appetite. Or just eating too many snacks. It's so easy when you're out to just keep handing snacks to children and they just gobble them up because they love them and they're very busy and they want to eat on the go. They don't want to sit still to eat a meal. So try to limit the snacks. In order for children's blood sugar levels to stay level, they should be eating around every 2.5 hours. So that would look something like breakfast around 7, a small snack around 9:30, lunch around 12 noon, a small snack around 2:30, and then dinner again at 5 o'clock. Make sure that your dinners or your meals are bigger portions than the snacks that you're offering in between. Make sure that the snacks in between are something just like a few crackers with a little bit of cheese or maybe some yogurt in the afternoon. They don't need to be huge, and don't try and stay away from like really sweet snacks as well. You know, carrots and hummus is another good example of a good healthy snack. Children typically prefer breakfast over many other meals because breakfast is a little bit sweeter. Also lots of carbohydrates which are easy for children to eat. Lots of children get stuck on eating things like breads and pastas, cereals for example, and can sometimes not be that interested in the vegetables or their fruit. So you might find that breakfast is actually one of the easiest meals. Dinner time actually tends to be one of the hardest because a lot of time, you know, dad's coming home, children get excited, you want them to sit still and eat nicely, they're not that interested in doing that. It can also be a bit of a gong show around the age of 3 when children are giving up their naps because they get so cranky at that time of day. It's a bit more difficult for them to eat. But do lead by example. Try and sit down together when you can. Offer your child a small plate of something to eat. Don't put tons of food out there. It's actually more healthy to offer less and let them ask for more. Another thing that you can do when children are really struggling is to go the reverse psychology route, and that is to only put a few things on their plate and have a few more things on the table. And don't ask them if they want to try those things. Let them instigate that instead.